honestly, I didn't want to do this. But you've got a right to know the truth.
Let me tell her myself, in private.
Johnny, it needs to be now.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not having Rob call the shots from inside there.
What's Rob got to do with any of this?
Let me do this my way.
You've had 40-odd years to do it your way.
Oh, come on, if you just tell us what's going on.
Carla, please.
Johnny, trust me, this is for your good as much as mine. Look, I didn't want to hurt anybody by this. My head's been all over the place.
Carla, get to the point.
There's no easy way to say this. Last week, I found out that Johnny was my dad, too. Which, I suppose, makes us brother and sisters.
What's she on about?
Dad?
You better start talking!
It were messy, complicated. I didn't want you to find out like this.
Well, sounds like you didn't want us to find out, full stop.
I'm sorry, Aiden.
There's only one person to blame here.
Well, too right there is.
Aiden.
What?
That's not going to help anything, is it?
Maybe we should give you some privacy.
Thank you.
I'll be out there if you need me.
How long have you known about this?
It depends how you...
It's a simple question. Answer it.
Before last week, I didn't know for certain.
But you knew there was a chance. Well?
Things were different in those days, love. You couldn't just get a DNA test at the drop of a hat.
That's not what I asked.
A situation like this, you just had to get on with it.
What, and lie to everyone around you?
Honestly, didn't know for sure.
So you just put your fingers in your ears and hope for the best?
I helped your mum out as much as I could.
You did what?
I gave her cash here and there when she was stuck.
So you must have known then.
It wasn't that simple.
You either knew or you didn't, which is it? I asked you a question and I want you to answer it.
Kate, please.
Dad! You have to start telling the truth, because if you don't...
Okay. I knew deep down, love. Of course I did. But I put it to the back of my mind.
And what about Mum?
Listen, we can talk about this all night. It won't make a blind bit of difference. The important thing is now. I can't change the past.
Did she know or not?
Dad?
Johnny only told me a few weeks ago, and you didn't think to mention it. Well, you already knew, and more to the point, you didn't tell me.
Yeah,
well, I was sworn to secrecy, that's why.
Okay, do you think she's all right in there?
Oh, she can look after herself, don't worry.
So everyone keeps telling me.
Hey, mind your own business, you.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I can see your ears flapping from here.
Rude.
Just get over to your own side of the bar and serve some customers. This is a private conversation.
What's that all about?
There seems to be some kind of high-level powwow going on with the Connors in the back room. It's all very clandestine.
Yeah, which means it's none of our business.
Say there.
Sean?
What? There's nothing wrong with a little gentle speculation.
Exactly. They must be parched now, with all that talking.
Yeah, don't you think you should just leave them be?
It's just all a bit too quiet. I just want to make sure they're all okay.
Yeah, well, I'm going with you.
I'm staying well out, sir. Unless Carla says otherwise.
She worshipped the ground you walked on.
And I felt exactly the same way about her.
Well, it didn't stop you having it away with that slapper, did it?
Aiden, that's out of order.
What, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Don't think she's the issue here, is she?
We thought you could use some drinks.
Well, go on then, talk.
What can I say? She was devastated, inconsolable. She were all over the place when she found out.
Listen, Aiden, what happened to your mum, it wasn't Johnny's fault. It were an accident.
What do you mean? It wasn't his fault. Who said it was? What's going on about, Dad?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought...
So we're basically saying you killed our mum?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, as good as.
Aiden, that's not fair.
Oh, you're sticking up for him now?
No, course not.
No, I think what Carla's trying to say is what happened to your mum. That couldn't have happened at any time.
I think you've said enough, Liz.
And it didn't happen any time. It happened right after she had a big blowout with him because she found out he'd done the dirty on her.
I loved that woman more than you'll ever know.
Yeah, but you still lied to her and sneaked around behind her back. And it was your fault she died.
Oh, don't say that, please.
It's the truth, though, Dad. She'd still be here if it weren't for you. Did you know about this?
Kate, love, please. Listen, I never meant for any of this to happen. Not then, not now.
I can barely even remember her.
She absolutely adored you.
But she was gone before I even got a chance to know her.
I'm sorry, love. I really am.
After we walk out of this room, I don't want you anywhere near me ever again. Do you understand me?
I'm sorry. I swear to you. All of you.
It's not enough, Dad. It's nowhere near enough.
I know, love. I really do.
Nothing you say will ever be enough. Not now. Never.
I certainly don't want your apologies.
We're a family. We need to find a way through this.
Have you heard yourself? You've got our mum's blood on your hands. You were lucky I haven't got yours on mine right now. I don't know what I said before. Make sure you stay well away from me. I want nothing more to do with you.
Kate, love. Please, you've got to understand.
I've got nothing more to say to you either.
Only kept this a secret because I love you both so much. It wasn't meant to come out like that.
It's all right. Not had your love for 41 years. No need for it now.
I think that goes for me as well. Go on, then. Take a good look. Okay, she's my sister. All right? And he's her dad. Same as he is mine.
There's no need to explain anything to us.
I've been around here long enough to know what you lot are like. You'd have been pressed up that door with a glass by your ear if you could.
Okay, let's just go. Okay, I think I want to go home.
So what was all that about drugs and guns?
You'll never get the truth while you're whispering behind people's backs.
So, who'd have thought it, eh? Carla, a secret love child.
I would never have guessed that in a million years.
I wonder how long it'll be before they're all talking to him again.
Obviously a worthwhile exercise on my part.
Hey, what are you doing out here this time of night?
Not entirely sure.
Yeah, but you'll catch your flaming death.
I'm fine.
So, the big secret's out now.
It's probably for the best in the long run.
Yep, right. Don't feel like it at the moment, though.
The past certainly has a habit of catching up.
You can say that again. You all right?
I suspect there's not a lot to be gained from prolonged discussion at this stage.
Well, if you're sure.
I bid you good night.
All right, well, you know where I am if you need me.
And likewise.
Fella?
Yeah, what?
Oh, come on. Don't let's start all this. Walking past each other in the street, making things awkward.
Why not? We've got nothing to say to each other.
Well, whether you like it or not, we've got to at least pretend to get on.
Do we?
Of course we do.
Well, maybe when other people are around, I guess.
What is it with you? Look, it happened. All right, it doesn't have to be a big deal.
I'm not saying it was.
Listen. Carla, I'm trying to be nice here. It might have escaped your notice, but you're the one with everything to lose. So I suggest you give that some thought before you start with the attitude. Because I can make life very difficult for you, if I wanted to.